believes I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Good afternoon, fellow insomniacs. Hello. Welcome on this September day, this September 5th. How the heck are ya? Oh my gosh, September. It's weird. When my sons were young enough to be going back to school during this time, it was crazy. It was seems like such a long, long time ago. It has been a long time ago. I remember when my kids were starting school, everyone said that, hold on to it. It goes by fast. And once they start school, they grow up quick. God, my dog is breathing extraordinarily heavy in the background. But they tell you it goes by quick and to hold on to it. And they were not kidding. It does. It goes by so fast because boom, 1 minute they're in kindergarten. The next minute they're having their own kids and they're in their 20s. And it's just insane. But yeah. So September, I can't believe it's already September. I'm partially ready for it, but I love fall. I really do. I love the fall, but I want summer. I just don't want the 90 and 100-degree weather. I still want to have some like right now, today is beautiful. It is so perfect. There's some clouds. We had a flippin' awesome thunder and lightning storm a couple days ago. I got some of it on video. It was pretty amazeballs. I made it into a little movie. But we hardly ever get thunder and lightning around here. It's so annoying. I miss the thunder and lightning. I love good storms that we had on the coast. I miss those good storms. We don't get them here. And I miss kind of having that like good wind and stuff. But anywho, September. I like September. It still has fantastic weather though. It's not in the 90s and 100s. We get a little mix of everything, but it's just sort of like that means summer's almost over and I'm just clinging on to it a little bit longer than I usually do. A little longer than usual. And I am not into the pumpkin spice crap like everybody else is. I can't tolerate pumpkin spice. I don't like apple pie. I don't like cinnamon. I mean, if it's cinnamon on toast, that's cool. But cinnamon flavored things, not a fan of cinnamon coffees or candies. Pumpkin flavored stuff like pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice. Ugh. I like the smell of those things though. Isn't that weird? I like the smell of them, not the taste of them. Anyway, what has been keeping me up? The potential for war and how my generation needs to be the one that finally says enough is enough. And we get off our butts and we fight for this country. We take this country back. We say, what in the hell is going on? Let's do this. Let's fix this. Let's grab our guns. I'm sorry, but, dun 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 dun, dun charge. Seriously, because things are getting so beyond out of control. It's delusional. People have lost their damn minds. And I honestly think it's going to take my generation to go, hey, enough is enough. We need to get a handle on things, get a grip. That we need to get a grip, get a handle, and take this country back. I'm sorry, but it might be time for a civil war. I think that it is. I think that anytime we've ever had a war in this country, things tend to go back to how they're supposed to be or change for the better. And it's time for a change. It's time to get a little grip on reality, get a grip on what is important, and start doing something about it. And it's freaking me out, though, because that's scary. Nobody wants to go to war. I don't want to go to war. I'm sure there's a handful of people that do want to, but I don't want to fight and use force and have the potential for people dying. That's not okay. Don't want that at all. But that is absolutely looking like what it's going to take. And I'm talking here in the States. the whole damn world has lost its mind, and everyone's fighting right now. And I hope that if we go to war, something good actually comes out of it, because it'd be a real damn shame if we fought, people died, and nothing changed and things are still a shit show and the world is just still fucking falling apart in every way. But of course, the possibility of that scares the bejeebs out of me. I don't want my sons being deployed, being drafted. That's scary. I don't want that of anybody's children, grandchildren, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, friends. I don't want anybody having to lose their lives. I'm ready to grab a freaking gun. I'm ready to go fight. I'm ready for battle. It's just, it seems weird that if you wear a flag on your shirt or your sweatshirt or your hat, and you show the American flag on your car or something, that means that you're some bad person and not that you're prideful in our country. Since when is being proud of our flag and having the flag on our shirt or the flag on as a bumper sticker, since when is that mean that we're assholes and we don't give a crap about people? It's your country's flag. If you're not proud of your country, I mean, don't get me wrong, right now there is a lot going on that I'm not proud of. There are a lot of things that people are doing and saying that certainly aren't okay, and I'm definitely not proud of. But I'm proud of the fact that this country has come so far, and this country seems to get in fights, go through war, and then come out better on the other side. We go through war, and then we learn our lesson and we move forward. So sometimes, unfortunately, war is a necessary evil. And again, I don't want that. Sorry, I'm winded. I am like, not really hiking, but I'm going up and down a lot of really steep hills, and holy banana, I've had nothing to eat and no sleep. So it's wearing me out. My pooches are in tow. Of course, I always lose one. There's always one. It's like that meme with the ducks. It's like trying to get all your ducks in a row, but there's always one that wanders off. Anyway, unfortunately, war is a necessary evil. And I think that's going to be what it takes to get this country back on track. Just my opinion. I don't even know how you start that, because if the military is not going to do it because our president isn't going to do it, then we, the people, need to be like, dun da da da, charge. And honestly, we need to grab a gun and let's just fucking go. Let's go. Because, like I said, we cannot continue to have a corrupt government, and we cannot continue to allow people to just take over and push us around. Like, that sounds what I'm saying I want to do is I want to take over and push other people around. But I want people to have the right to love who they want to love and have the rights of our Constitution, have our amendment rights. I want to protect those things. My wind chimes are in the background. Sorry. I want to protect those things. And right now, people are trying to take those things away. People are trying to rip away our rights. And that's not okay, because we have military men that fought for those rights. And we cannot continue to allow them to come. Our poor veterans that served, they can't be doing that for nothing, risking their lives, and those who have lost their lives for nothing, so that we can rewind time, so we can go backwards. That's insane. It's gotten out of control. And our generation needs to be the one to do something about it. Generation X. Generation X, it's time to stand and unite and go forward and conquer. Go forward and conquer. Hoorah. Let's do this. It's just getting freaking old, I got to tell you. What else is keeping me up? Man, there's always a lengthy list of things, but the other thing is being a grandma. On the light side, we'll go to something lighter, more positive. Being a grandma, being a grandparent, let me tell you, has been amazing. I love my sons more than anything in the world. I love them so much. Love being a mom. I really do. But I got to tell you, being a grandma is pretty freaking rad. It's pretty damn, it's the sweet spot because like everybody says, you get to love on them and then give them back. I don't understand the grandparents that don't want to be around their grandbabies very often. I get if you can't. I'm not saying you have to spoil them. I'm not saying you have to be around them all the time because, like any human, you shouldn't be codependent. You shouldn't have to be around each other constantly. But I'm just saying, like, I guess if you're not a coochie coo person, it's not going to suddenly change necessarily just because you have grandchildren. But I got to tell you, it's a sweet spot. I love it. It's been pretty great. I get to have 3 of them, and I am feeling pretty darn grateful, pretty appreciative. I get to do all the grandma things. I get to take them to the park. I get to go take them places. I get to do crafts with them, play games with them. I get to watch their sports and watch their recitals and their Christmas programs. And it's just great. I love it. You get to watch them grow and see what kind of human they're going to be. It is hard, though, to learn to shut my face. I'm not good at shutting my face because there's times I want to butt in when, they are parenting. And I hated it when my mom and dad butted in and tried to tell me what to do with my children because I was like, they're my children. They have my rules. So I need to learn to respect their rules, not butt in. That is hard for me. I'm a Buttinsky when it comes to that stuff, but of course I definitely need to learn to not do that because being a grandma is not a parent. That's not our role. We are not parents. So we need to learn to step back. But I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people, stepping back in general, just like, again, being a mom to adults. You have to know your role. Unfortunately, you have to step back. You are no longer the parent. You don't need to parent them. You need to wait for them to ask you for your support or ask for your opinion. If they ask for your help or ask for your opinion, that's something different. But I have to learn to not just give it. But I got to see the grandkids and we got to hang out as a family and it was awesome. We got to do stuff. We got to play games. We were going to go out and spend money. And then we're like, that's silly. I mean, our family does a lot of hiking and playing board games. We always have. And we spend a lot of time outside. So we are not like cooped up on our computers and phones or anything all the time. We like to be out and about. But it was great to be able to play games and go to the park and stuff and have that time together. Because again, the other cliche is you don't know what you got till it's gone. And dang, boy, is that a true statement. That's the understatement of the universe. That is the understatement of the universe. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Truth. So I've been feeling very grateful, very proud of my sons, my grandchildren, and proud of the parents that Tyler and his girlfriend are. And it's just nice to see who your kids are going to grow up to be. And even if there's times you fight, even if there's times you butt heads, you don't see eye to eye, you're just like, oh my God, I want to slap you in your whole face. You still love each other. At the end of the day, don't go to bed mad. Be grateful that you have each other still. Be grateful that you have someone to fight with, someone to make up with. You don't always have that. Not everybody does. I'm an only child, so right now the only people I have left, I have a very handful of people. I don't have any grandparents. I don't have any aunts. Don't have uncles. I don't have cousins. I have half cousins that I have met probably 2 or 3 times in my life. Half brother that I've met twice in my life, and I honest to gravy, don't know if he's alive or not. No idea. We share the same biological dad, but he is, 12 years older than I am. Yeah, 12 years older than I am. And I've met him twice in my life. So I have no idea even if he's around. So point being, if you have family and friends and a support system, that's amazing. Sorry, you can hear my dog's nails. I need to clip them. Ugh, that's embarrassing. I need to clip my dog's nails. Actually, technically, it's not my dog. He's my son's dog. So my son needs to clip his nails. But at any rate, be grateful. And time really does go by fast. One minute you're bringing your kids to preschool, and the next minute they're having children. You blink and it's gone. And right now we need to really be supporting America and being grateful for having children be able to still dress how they want to dress, and we be able to dress how we want to dress. And those things are a lot of our rights, our constitutional rights are being taken away, and we need to fight for those things and fight for our children to have those things. Fight for our grandchildren to have those things, to be individuals, to love who they want to love, but not force those things down. Let other people love who they want as well. Let everybody dress how they want to dress. Let everybody be whatever religion they want to be. That is what this country is made up of. That's why a lot of people love this country, the diversity. There's so much diversity, so many different religions, so many different backgrounds, so many different people with different some people are good at art. Some people are good at sports. We have people of all races. It's amazing. And we can't have those things ripped away from us by people that aren't even educated. We have immigrants that came to this country legally, the legal way, that know more about this country than a lot of the American citizens that were born and raised here. And that's sad. That's so sad. Legal immigrants, people that came to this country the legal way, waited and waited and waited and worked hard to come to this country, have to know more than most kids are learning in school about this country. We need to learn civics. We need to learn history, social studies. We need those things that are important, not the altered version, not the rose-colored glass version, not the version that the government wants you to think existed. History is important, the good and the bad. Everybody's been saying this. Again, I sound like a broken record. Everybody says this, but history is important, the good and the bad. So this country is worth fighting for. These principles that made our country amazing, that make people die trying to get here amazing. People want to be here for a reason. I would like to know what other countries are contributing, because without America, a lot of countries would fail. Without America's money, without America's military, without America's help, a lot of other countries would crumble. Yet those countries love to make fun of us, love to tell us what pieces of crap we are. What are you doing? Anytime someone gets themselves in a pickle, they call America to protect them. Anytime there's some disaster in their country, they call America for their money and our help cleaning up the disaster. And yet we're supposedly the bad guys. It's ridiculous. I know I've said this over and over. I sound like a broken record, but gosh, these things are worth fighting for. And my generation, I think, needs to be the ones to stand up finally, and go, fuck this. We're fucking tired. This is absolute horseshit. We're done. We're done talking about it on social media. We're done talking about it. We need to do something about it. Where's my fucking gun? Let's go fight. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm ready. Roll up my sleeves. I'm fucking ready. I'm done with this. I'm not going to have some snot-nosed kid tell me what to do that hasn't even been around and doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Sit down. I respect people. I do. And I respect their rights to love who they want to love and be whatever religion or political affiliation they want. I think that's amazing. But you don't have a right to harass others about it and throw it and make other people be so aware of it and celebrate it. I don't need to celebrate every single religion. I don't need to celebrate every single race but my own, every single religion but my own. That doesn't even make sense. Do you want to celebrate every single religion and race but your own? Would you like me to throw the Swedish flag in your face and constantly talk about Sweden and say that if you don't wear a Swedish flag, then you're a piece of shit? If you don't get vaccinated and put some foreign crap in your body that hasn't even been around long enough to know what the side effects are, my body, my choice, my body, my choice, unless it's a vaccination, and then you go around telling everybody what pieces of crap they are if you don't get it. These are not okay things. We've gotten way the hell off track. It needs to end. And if it means war, then I guess so be it. If that's what it takes to get our country back to good, then I guess that's what we need to do. Because I've had it. And my generation in particular, Gen X, I think that my generation in particular has really just, we're fed the fuck up. We're fed up. We're ready. Let someone just push the button and let's go time. And Biden needs to be in a memory care facility right now. So these are some things that have been on my mind, some things weighing on me, the good and bad. I have positive, being a grandma, being a mom, being out in the country, even with the coyotes. But I'm also fed up and ready to go. I'm ready to take this freaking country back. Things need to be set on course, and things have gotten so far off course, it's getting scary. So anyway, those are some things that have been keeping me up. I appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much for all of your time and energy you put into listening to my podcast. Thank you very much. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day.